and end up interrupting the whole service if I'm going to pay attention to that one person. So if you're not careful, the devil can hijack your service and he becomes the general overseer there because you are ignorant of his devices. You fall into his trap. He controls you, he controls your activities, because if a demon is going to scream over there and you move towards that direction, and another one over there and you move towards that he's now in charge. You are just like an usher there. You are no longer a man of God, you are an usher. Why? Because you are ignorant of his devices. So now I'm giving you information on the devices of the enemy, so that you can have an advantage over him. How do you like that? How do you like that? To have an advantage over Lucifer. Every time. Think about it. To know that every time when you wake up in the morning, you have an advantage over him. And your advantage is based on the amount of knowledge that you have. Oh my God. Oh my God. So information is very important. I'm teaching during the minister's material. And I'm training leaders on how to deal with demons that are found in members of the church, and how to cast them out. And we are not going to compromise. A demon, when you find it, you have to cast it out. There are no two ways about it. That is very true. That's what they say in Shona.
We have captured live baboons before, shot them and they don't die. If you look at it carefully, you won't finish it off. You begin to feel pity for it because you think, I'm killing a person. It ravaged the whole field using those very same hands. If you act like you want to hit it, it will try and cover its head.
Notice here. Mangwana.
But the next day, you find it ravaging your field.
Hello. 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 So what I'm giving you now is the most essential thing, so that you can have an advantage over the enemy. So you see now, if you understand the devices of the enemy, you now begin to understand why your wife or your husband is behaving the way he's behaving. When he says something, you will know why he said so. If I tell you something, it will be difficult for you to believe, because several times you come across devices of the enemy
nguva zhinji unosangana nemano owakaipa
even in the absence of the enemy.
kunyange muvengi asipo.
Let me repeat it.
Ngandidzokorore.
Every time,
Nguva dzose,
in almost every place,
zvichida munzvimbo dzose,
there is a device of the enemy.
pane mano owakaipa.
Though the enemy might be absent in
Kunyange
person,
muvengi anogona kunge asipo.
but it is a device, it is a strategy that makes him present.
Asi mano ake ndo anoita kuti aite searipo iye muvengi.
So some of you are saying the devil did this to me.
Vamwe venyu muri kuti wakaipa akandiita icho nechocho.
That is very true. It was the devil, but he wasn't present during that time, every time.
Ichokwadi ndiye akaita asi panguva iyoyo anga asipo.
What fought against you was a strategy.
Chakakurwisa urongwa.
It was a device.
Mano.
Let me ask you a question.
Regai ndikubvunze mubvunzo.
This is the same question that I asked the leaders.
Mubvunzo mumwe chete wandakabvunza vatunga.
If we are not ignorant of his devices, it means we are now informed of his devices.
Kana tisingashayiwe zivo pamusoro pemano ake, zvinoreva kuti tinayo zivo pamusoro pemano ake.
Right. Right. So how do you identify the devil? How do you see him?
Saka unoziva sei kuti paita wakaipa?
I wanted to look at something very, very interesting from the Word of God, from the Word of God in the book of Luke, chapter number 4.
Tiende kubhuku yaRuka chitsauko cheina.
From verse number, let's start from verse number 12.
Ngatange pandima yegumi nembiri.
And Jesus answering said unto him, he's talking to who? Jesus is talking to who?
Jesu aritaurana napo,
To the devil.
aritaurana diaboli.
It is said, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. And when the devil had ended all his temptation, he departed from him for a what? But if you go before this, you will see at the time when the devil said to Jesus, kneel down or fall to the ground on your face and worship me. What was Jesus' response?
Kaongorora nawi uchaona kuti pakanzi na Satani kuna Jesu pfugama undinamate Jesu
He started off by saying, get thee behind me, Satan.
anoti enda shure kwangu Satani.
For it is written, you shall only serve the Lord your God, and him only shall you serve.
Nekuti kwakanyorwa kuchinzi uchanamata Mwari chete.
Get thee behind me, Satan.
Enda shure kwangu Satani.
Can you see that?
Kuzoona
In
ira.
verse number 8. Get thee behind me, Satan, for it is written, thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve. So I'm not going to serve you, right?
Kuzoshumira iwe.
Because it is written that we should never worship you.
Nekuti kwakanyorwa kuchinzi hatifaniri kutombokunamata.
So I have to do only that which has been written.
Saka ndinofanira kuita izvo chete zvakanyorwa.
So I stick to the written word of God. That's what Jesus is saying.
Ndinoramba ndakatsamirana neshoko raMwari rakanyorwa.
Because he was informed of the device.
Nekuti waiva nezivo pamusoro pemano.
Informed, how was he informed? By the word of God.
Neshoko raMwari.
And then when he was finished, now, get this now, don't lose this part. When he finished all of the temptations that he had for Jesus,
Paakanga apedza miedzo yose yakanga akarongedzera Jesu.
he left Jesus for a season.
Wakabva pana Jesu kwechinguva.
But if you are a Bible scholar and you enjoy studying the word of God,
Kana uri uyo anonzvera magwaro.
you would also want to find out the next time when Lucifer came back to Jesus.
unoda kuzoona zvakare nguva inotevera Lucifer paakadzoka kuna Jesu,
especially after hearing that Satan left Jesus for a season,
zvikuru sei mushure mekunzwa kuti Satani wakabva pana Jesu,
which means there was yet another season
zvinoreva kuti kwakazoita mumwe mwaka zvakare
where you see Satan coming back again,
paunoona Satani achidzoka zvakare,
which means he never left Jesus for the rest of his life.
zvinoreva kuti haana kusiya Jesu zvachose.
So fighting the devil today,
Saka kurwa newakaipa nhasi
it calls for another fight tomorrow.
zvinoreva imwe hondo zvakare.
That's why I said it's not only how well you fight, but how long can you continue fighting.
Ndicho chikonzero ndati hazvisi chete pakuti unogona kurwa sei, asi kuti unogona kurarama nguva yakati.
I'm trying to drive something there. Follow this, follow this,
Butter.
follow this.
Butter.
So after tempting Jesus, he went away for a season,
Mushure mekuedza Jesu wakamusiya kwemwaka,
which means he's not away for the rest of his life. He's surely coming back.
zvinoreva kuti haana kumusiya zvachose, ari kudzoka.
So you are never going to rely on the victories that you got yesterday.
Saka haurambe wakagarira pahondo dzawakakunda
The
nezuro.
devil has to be defeated on a daily basis,
Wakaipa anofanira kukundwa zuva roga roga,
because he's a difficult person. He doesn't believe that he's defeated.
nekuti munhu akaoma musoro haatende kuti akundwa.
You have to keep on reminding him that if I defeated you yesterday, even today I'm going to defeat you again.
Unofanira kuramba uchimuyeuchidzwa, kana ndakakukunda nezuro, nhasi futi ndinokukunda.
One thing that I want you to understand, I've always kept this saying when I was growing up,
Chandoda kuti munzwise, ndakagara ndine chirevo ichi ndichikura,
and it has helped me never to fear the devil.
chakandibatsira kuti ndisatye wakaipa.
The statement goes like,
Chirevo chacho chinoti,
the devil comes only to be defeated.
wakaipa anongoya chete kuzokundwa.
The devil comes only to be, if you see him coming, he's coming to be defeated.
Anongoya chete kuzokundwa. Ukatomona auya kuzokundwa.
That's his job.
Ndo basa rake iroro.
And he's never going to have victory over you except the victory that you allow him to have.
Haazova nekukunda pamusoro pako kunze kwekukunda kwauchamupa iwe.
Because even if he kills your children
Kunyange akauraya vana vako,
and they are not resurrected from the dead
vakasamutswa kuvakafa,
and you bury them
wovaviga,
and you think the devil has had victory over you,
wofunga kuti wakaipa akukunda.
why do you decide to call that victory?
Sei uchita akunda?